and welcome to my channel. This is my second floss tube video, and I'm really excited to be back again with you. Thank you for stopping by, and especially want to thank all of the people who viewed my first video and commented and subscribed and gave me a lot of encouragement to come back and do a second video. So welcome back if you're coming to view a second one, and welcome if this is the first time you are joining me. It's Sunday, July 8th. And we had a gorgeous weekend here in New York City. Low humidity and low temperatures, and I was able to get outside and do some gardening, some weeding, and some planting, which was really nice. And it was such a treat after a very brutal week of 100 degrees temperatures with very high humidity. So hope your weather is good where you are. Let's see. I have a few notes, and so I'm going to go through my notes. So let's see. What do I want to talk to you first? I guess just tell you a funny little story about my first floss tube video. So I shot it or taped it or whatever you want to call it, and showed it to my oldest son, who's 20, and he was really encouraging. It's like, oh, this is great, Mom. I really like it. Well, then he showed it to his brother and his brother's girlfriend, and then he told me that he showed it to them, and I freaked out, and I was like, why did you do that? and he's like, Mom, oh my God, you're going to put this on YouTube, and so a ton of people are going to be seeing you, so what difference does it make? So anyway, I thought that was hilarious and a really good point. So anyway, maybe I feel more comfortable with strangers watching me than I do my family members, but I don't know. Anyway, it was really hilarious. Yeah, but he was also really helpful with my first video. So he helped me edit, and you know, I don't know, he was really good. I mean, I'm just like learning how to do this and use iMovie and edit my videos and add music and transitions and titles and all of that kind of thing, and it was fun to work with him and get his help and input on it, because I think he had some really good ideas. So I might have you meet him at some point. So this is Connor.
Hi.
He's my what would I call you? My editor? Yeah. My technical person?
Editor and firstborn.
Editor and firstborn. There you go. Okay. Anything else you want to say?
I don't really know what to say. Hi, floss tube.
That's good. All right, Connor.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Everybody.
All right. So let's see. Back to my notes. Where are they? Okay. Oh, yeah. So one thing I wanted to mention is this time of year is so pretty. And at night we have fireflies in our backyard, and it's so exciting. And I just don't remember having fireflies growing up. So I'm wondering if everyone has fireflies, or if it's unique to the Northeast. I'm in New York City. Anyway, I grew up in the Twin Cities, and I don't remember a lot from my childhood, but I don't remember fireflies. But I think they're so magical and really, really cute. So anyway, that makes me happy when I look outside at night and see them flying around our garden. So I've got a few things to share with you today, and let me just pause for a moment and I'll go get them. I'll be right back. So first I'm going to just give you an update on my book cover from the Exemplar, and this is book cover circa 1650, and I've made what I think is a significant amount of progress since the last time I did my Floss Tube video. So you can see that the entire side here is finished. I think when I did the last video, I had not completed this queen stitched leaf, so that's now entirely completed. And then I moved over and started working on this side, and just this weekend I finished this leaf here, all queen stitches as well. And I'm starting on this smaller leaf here, which is also queen stitches, so lots of queen stitches. They're really great. This one here, the blue one, had, I think I counted 158 queen stitches, and then this gold one over here was about the same number. So that, it takes a fair amount of time to do that. After I finished this leaf here, I decided I would start stitching the stem up right there, the stem. And it went so much faster. After doing so many queen stitches, it was great to kind of make some progress on that. So that's where it stands. I am mostly working on this one right now. I haven't picked up the Amy Mitten sampler, even though I showed that to you in the last video. I haven't made any progress on it, so I've been mostly concentrating on this. But I did finish a little pin cushion, so I'm going to show that to you now. Okay, I'll be right back. This is my finish. I'd actually stitched this quite a long time ago and had it sort of hanging around, and decided I wanted to make a tiny little pin cushion, and so I found this fabric in my stash, and then I also had this braid in my stash. This came from a thrift store, and I think it's actually upholstery braid, but I used it for my finishing. It's a little wonky, I have to say. It's not the best finishing project ever, but hey, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I need practice on finishing, that's all. I hardly do any finishing at all, so anyway. But I'm happy, I'm fairly happy with it. I think it looks really cute, and it's for me, and who cares? I don't care. Anyway, I make mistakes. Oh, we all do, I think. The pattern, actually, and I'll put a link below, came from a French magazine, so let me show you that. It's from this magazine, and the designer is Veronique Enginger, and I think it was there were actually three other designs, and I'll show you the others all around, sort of projects. Really, really sweet. Okay, maybe I should have marked that page before. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, let's see. There's the scissors that I did, and then there's a thimble, and I'm not sure they show the other one. Well, the other two designs are a sewing machine and an iron. So really cute, really sweet, all kind of the same, colors and so on. But it's a fun magazine. Lots of different charts in here, and doesn't matter that it's in French. I mean, I can still figure out the colors and so on, and the charts are easy to follow. So anyway, I'll put a link below in the name of the issue and name of the magazine. So that was that. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, I know. Okay, so as I've been planning to do my episodes, I've been watching other YouTube channels, which is so much fun. I mean, I can't believe how many people are out there doing, again, such really creative work, and there's a big variety of projects going on. And what am I doing here? I like, oh, there's a kitty. I mostly like to do samplers. I mostly stitch samplers, and I do some other things. And quite honestly, as I've been looking at other people's floss tube videos, I've been thinking, gosh, there's some really cute projects out there. And the thing that's interesting about samplers is that you spend, well, it's usually a fairly large piece of fabric, and takes a long time to finish if you're, kind of a slowish stitcher like me. But some of the smaller projects, you can finish in about a week, week and a half. And so I'm going to start thinking about doing some small projects. I have a few charts that are small, but it is kind of fun to be able to finish something, right? But anyway, one of the features that I thought I would put into my videos is something I'm going to call a stash dive, and another feature that I'm going to call the aspirational stitch. And now sometimes I'll show you something from my stash, and sometimes I'll show you something that is an aspirational stitch, and it may not necessarily be in my stash. It may be something that I'm looking to purchase, and sometimes it might be from my stash, and it might be aspirational as well. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, so the first one I wanted to show you is a fairly new acquisition. I'm back. So it took me a while to record this second one, get to recording the second one. Because we were out of internet service over 4th of July for like 2.5 days. And then B, my family. Oh my goodness. My husband and my boys are home, and it's hard to find kind of a quiet place and a quiet time. And I'm too embarrassed to do it in front of them. So every time they come down the stairs, I turn back Okay, back to the aspirational stitch. This is another exemplar project, and this is called Francis Cheney from 1664, and it is a white work sampler. So there's cut work in here, pulled work, there's needle lacing. This is a horrible picture, and it's showing up horribly here, but it really is quite a stunning, stunning sampler, and it's really for an advanced stitcher. I have some other photographs that came with it, so maybe that gives you, I guess it goes like this, that gives you an idea of some of the work that goes into this sampler. Oh my gosh, look at that. Aren't those just gorgeous? I think this is needle lacing. I have no idea how to do that, so I'm going to have to learn how to do that before I even tackle this sampler. But wow, it's just really gorgeous. So, so beautiful. That's another section, and then here's another picture. I think some of these bands I could do right now, but others I know I'm going to have to do some practice. So I bought this kit secondhand, and as I was thinking about buying it, I Googled and found someone who had already stitched it, and her name is Nupur, and I got in touch with her and I said, hey, can I, ask you some questions about stitching the sampler? And she gave me some really good advice, and she basically said, don't start it until you've actually done some practice, and do a few other white work projects before you dive into it. So I thought that was really good advice. But I would really love to stitch this sampler. And what I'll do is I will post below her blog where she chronicled her stitching of this sampler, and she did some changes to it. She made some really cool changes, but she's an expert needlewoman, and let's see if I can remember what her blog is called. Song of My Needle. So the pictures I showed you do no justice to how beautiful this sampler is, but I'll like I said, give you her link, and then you can have a peek at it and see what it looks like. So God knows when I'll start that one, but it's so beautiful and I can't wait to do it. So let's see, what else am I working on? Oh, I know. So one of the floss tube channels I've been watching is the Country Stitchers, Liz and Deb, and I really love their channel, and I love the way that they interact with each other. I think it's really fun to watch them, and they're doing a round robin, so I'm participating in that. I've never done a round robin before, so I'm really kind of excited. There are two options. One option is like a kind of a primitive option, and the other is a Quaker option. I'm going to go with the primitive option, so we'll see. It's something different. I don't, like I said earlier, I do mostly samplers, but I'm kind of getting out of my little box maybe and trying some other designs and smaller projects. So I'm looking forward to that. We haven't started yet. I think it's going to start soon. They're going to be sending us border patterns and then the names of the group that I'm going to be in. So I think I'm going to be in a group with 3 other stitchers. So that'll be fun too. So connect with some new people, new stitchy people. which I'll really love. The second thing that I've been doing is I've been posting my progress of the book cover on Instagram. And I'm on Instagram under my name, Tanya Kleckner. I'll put a link below. And there is an Instagram hashtag called the Stitching Hour 2018. And so every day I do try to stitch for at least an hour, maybe not always an hour. But anyway, I tend to get up pretty early in the morning before everyone else in my family is awake and, stitch. And then after my husband gets up and the paper comes, I join him and have our breakfast or coffee together and read the paper, and then I've been posting my picture on Instagram, so you can have a look at my Instagram as well. I think that's it for today. Just looking over my notes to make sure that I got everything. I think that's it. So, thank you for watching. And please subscribe. And I will continue to add some features into my channel. And most likely will be probably giving some things away as well. I have some things in my stash that I know I'll never get to, and it would be nice to pass them on to some stitchers that are interested in that. So, so thanks for coming. Thanks for subscribing. Please come back again. Leave me a comment. Visit me on Instagram. And until next time, bye-bye.